Plutosphere.
Connecting decentralized technologies to the global economy.
We are here to bring you the latest from the leading commanders in the crypto space.
And this week, we're welcoming our guest, Brandon Sibret, CEO at Original Gamers Life, or OGL. OG Life is a community and platform for OGs, or original gamers, a combination of metaverse, in-game NFTs, esports, and content sharing, i.e. Twitch. So Brandon, it is great to have you on. Thanks so much for coming on the Plutosphere. Let's start. If you could just give us a quick intro to OGL.
Sure. So Original Gamer Life is a whole metaverse, and actually we're bringing multiple metaverses together. So we've created a multiverse.
The multiverse.
Yeah, it is the multiverse, right? You know, you've got a metaverse, you got to do one step up from that. It's the multiverse. So we have this health and wellness platform, the social impact community that we're doing on top of the metaverse as well. So we're trying to take, you know, everything that you're doing in this virtual world, this virtual reality, and we're also tying it back to you as the original gamer. And that's where Original Gamer Life came from, is that you still have to maintain and take care of the source material for your avatar in the space, in the virtual space. So we try to tie everything back to taking care of, you know, the original copy, which would be the original gamer, which is you.
It's so good. No, you're doing some really, really exciting things. So yeah, tell us a bit more about that. I mean, you're actually take it to sort of a personal level, you know, making sure that the health of actually the gamer is incorporated, even though we're talking digital worlds.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the big things that we want to do is explore how do we motivate and incentivize people to engage in these health and wellness tasks, because, you know, a lot of people, and even in the past when I've, you know, been a part of metaverses previously, you know, when original Cybertown way back in the day in like 1999 even, you know, it was escape from reality was their big message, right? And kind of gaming since then has been seen as this big escape. But what we're trying to do is tie everything back to, you know, the real world, because, you know, that's what, you know, if you want to continue to experience the metaverse, you got to take care of yourself. You got to take care of, you know, number one and everything. So
I guess that's what you mean by the multiverse. Maybe we could just talk a little bit about your ecosystem and what's going to be in your verse, and where you're coming from in terms of we want you in the real world and we want you in our world.
Absolutely. And that's how we're taking on the challenge of bringing non-crypto users into the crypto space. Instead of, you know, continuing to recycle and cannibalize a lot of the user base that's already in the crypto space, we're really looking to explain and express all the benefits and advantages of being on blockchain, not just the financial incentives, but, you know, security and the decentralization of everything, and governance too, the democratization of communities. And that's really what we're trying to pull from and draw from in order to create, you know, this interactive community that focuses not only on DeFi gaming, but really on conventional gaming, and ties all of that together. We have a lot of connections in the gaming industry that we're going to, you know, leverage to bring some really cool experiences in blockchain, in the metaverse, but then also in the real world. We're going to be at DreamHack coming up in 2022, and some of the other events. So you'll see a lot of exposure and a lot of more consumer conventional exposure for Original Gamer Life, and bridging that into the metaverse and you know, other DeFi projects. So not only are we growing, you know, or fighting over whatever size of the pie for DeFi gaming, we're actually looking to grow the size of the pie so that everybody in DeFi gaming actually benefits from it.
Totally. So in following on from that, maybe just in terms of your NFTs and things as well. So people will obviously be acquiring your NFTs, and there'll be different use cases that they'll be able to have in your world with their NFTs. Can we talk a little bit about that, and maybe also the token utility that you're going to be implementing?
NFTs, one of the big things right now that a lot of non-crypto folks don't understand is that there is so much utility to them, right? You can basically use them as art, which is what we see in the majority, you know, use cases right now, but you can also control access. You can give access, you can grant, you know, participation in governance structures. And, you know, it's how it basically becomes your passport to the metaverse and beyond. And so what we're doing with that is we're actually looking to have, you know, connection to other DeFi games. We're actually partnered up with CryptoTanks. And one of the things that we're trying to do is take their tanks and their NFTs and enable their use in our metaverse, so that you can actually have a tank sitting in your driveway which would be your mode of transportation around our metaverse. So we really want to extend and really drive that utility side of NFTs and explain and express to the rest of the world, what the point really of NFTs and all the possibilities that it brings. And then as far as the token itself, that's the incentive piece for the health and wellness aspects of what we're doing. So you can have, a workout plan, or maybe it's, you want to learn about something and you progress through those learning modules. We have like examples like LinkedIn Learning, or any of these other certifications that you can get online. Well, we can drive the incentive piece to that using the free to play model and the play to earn model that we've kind of combined along with this health and wellness aspect to create, play to thrive, or thriving as a service, as we call it. So we've created this business model that really ties in the token use and the token utility, and then, to explain and really draw in a lot of the health and wellness aspects. And it covers 5 different skill areas, is what we're calling them. So cognitive, knowledge, creative, social, and then fitness. So we cover each of those different skill areas where we'll have leaderboards where people can actually compete alongside with their avatar, and we make it fair to it's kind of like running a virtual marathon each quarter, and then based on your level of activity and your involvement in that fitness skill area, along with your avatars or your character skills, it'll be combined and then randomized to create this leaderboard, and we'll reward people out of the pool for that. So it's a way to really drive and use the token and take advantage of a lot of the free to play models and systems and a lot of games that gamers are familiar with.
It's so exciting what you guys are doing, and we just can't wait to sort of follow it. You have a really, really cool team. You've got some super big characters in there. You've got, with the experience from the likes of Call of Duty, Disney, United Nations, Louis Vuitton. They're a pretty epic team. Can we give your team some airtime? Tell us more.
Very nice and broad as well, background.
Absolutely. I think that's one of the big strengths of our team is the experience that they're bringing together, and this just all these wonderful people that I've been able to work with. I mean, that's what makes it exciting to do. OG Life is we just did an interview with Kim Salzer. She was working at EA Sports, and she had a lot of different insights into things, and she worked on a lot of different titles. She also worked at Activision Blizzard, and doing a lot of different things. So it was just funny to have the conversations, listen to her talk about her experience from the game development side, and then my experience running a community. We had a lot of things to share and go back and forth on. We also have Daniel Saito from Strongnode on that side, with Colin Charles. I mean, these
Very
guys
exciting.
are just these guys are just titans in the tech industry. So it's just so exciting to work with.
So
team.
obviously your background is from COD, Call of Duty, Mobile Clan, where members from your sort of Telegram group can obviously join the OG Life team as well, get involved in your Telegram group. But obviously community is the main thing around OG Life, and any other crypto game really. What is it that you guys are doing to actually build that out? As a team, you've all got your diverse backgrounds. How are you sort of clubbing that all together for OG Life?
Call of Duty Mobile is kind of what the guys put together, the community managers put together and started hosting. And that's just one example of a lot of different games that we've been playing and everything. I mean, my background goes all the way back to ColecoVision and Atari. I've been gaming since then. I've helped build and grow militarygamers.com, which is 5,000 KYC US military veterans. I have my own clan, Silver Sun Republic. We've been doing the player versus player scene for just ever since Ultima Online and EverQuest, some of these old school MMOs and things, and we continue to be involved in different games. We're playing Myth of Empires right now, which is a big PvP international global MMO. So we have a lot of experience in building communities, and I have a whole crew behind me that has helped build up these communities, and it's worked in with my own military service background, being a director of operations for deployed combat unit, being a flight commander, all the different experiences that I've had in building teams and building community. That's what we're continuing to build on.
So you were in the Air Force?
Yeah. I was a 13-year veteran, medically retired at the rank of major, after a very interesting and diverse career.
Oh my goodness.
So all those years in the US Air Force, tell us, did they help you play video games? Have you can you use your skills from flying aircraft in the game, in the metaverse as well now?
Yeah, it's interesting because I did a ton of different career fields, not the typical military career path. I did security forces, I did nuclear ICBMs. I was a space. We had a watch floor at a early warning ballistic missile site. I did, and then I was an intelligence officer, which is where I deployed and spent a lot of time actually with the U.S. Army and actually with the British military and a lot of our coalition partners in Afghanistan and Iraq and various places. So that diverse experience in leading remote teams, especially a lot of geographically separated teams, that translates directly into video games. And people aren't following you because they're told to follow you in video games. You have to figure out how to motivate people to follow you and to work together with you. So it's actually benefited in both directions, right? It benefited me, in my military service, learning how to set up, different things, with the geographically separated units, especially being in Iraq and stuff. Some of the technology that I picked up as a gamer kind of helped, explain and express, okay, we were using VoIP, for some of the first times in the military. Well, I mean, TeamSpeak, Discord, all these other VoIP, programs kind of gave me that background as a gamer that then helped benefit me and trying to set up these command and control structures for the military. So yeah, it goes both ways. It helps in both directions.
Wow, that's incredible. I can't believe you've been through all of those different things. It's really, really amazing to hear what you've been up to and where you've come from, really. And it's also really encouraging to know that you've got a well-regimented team, because sometimes you've got teams and they're so sort of, they call it decentralized, remote working. And it's kind of like, no, you need to, whether they're there and you're on different time zones. I mean, we work on different time zones as well. You need to make sure that you've all got that the same goal and you're all on the same page every day. So what are you most excited for in terms of OG Life? Let's start with OG Life in terms of gaming, what's to come, and then we'll go a bit more broader into the market and what your views are there.
So it's community and team. Team has always been the thing that makes or breaks a project. No matter where I've been, no matter what job I've had, if the team is solid and the circumstances are terrible, that's what makes it fun. And you can get through it, especially on the deployments and stuff like that. So it really is all about the team, and that's the most, what I'm most excited is about growing that team, growing that family, growing that community to build and create these really positive experiences in gaming. We've done a lot of things with Silver Sun Republic and military gamers where we've kind of created some of these situations and things that others try to replicate now because we showed it could be done, and that's what I'm looking forward the most, is just getting into a game, having a lot of fun with our fellow gamers, and just creating memories with people that they can feel good about who they are and what they're doing, and we can start bringing about a positive message in the gaming space.
Oh, it's been so nice getting to know you and getting to know about OG Life. And hopefully next time we have you on, we'll get more of the team coming on as well and telling us about their challenges that they're facing at the moment. But
Absolutely.
really, really looking forward to having you on again. What can we expect from you in terms of the next couple of updates? And where's the best social that you guys are on at the moment in terms of announcements?
Sure. So Telegram and Twitter, and then Discord. We're reworking the Discord to be kind of more of the more intimate experience, the more direct, community experience.
Okay.
But then our own platform. Eventually, we'll have our own metaverse, our own 3D platform that you'll be able to get in and chat and just share experiences and content with each other.
And then sort of timelines, what are we looking at? When are you guys got your IGO, and sort of, what have we got sort of in the next few months to look forward to from you guys?
Absolutely. So we're actually ahead of schedule, and I know this is for a game developer to say is blows people's minds, but we're actually ahead of schedule on the demo for the metaverse itself. But I'll take the easy way out, as most developers do. It'll be ready soon, which we're looking in the next couple of months to actually have a demo world that you can run around in and see what it's going to look like before we do the actual launch. Launch it for itself is very likely more than a year out for the whole thing to be ready and publicly available. but we are IDO in early to mid January is what we're looking at right now. We're locking in launch pads and things like that. So, and now that we've kind of come up with this, this metaverse that we have out there, there's a lot of people kind of, coming to us and saying, hey, we want to be a part of this. So we just want to make sure that we have a solid team of backers and partners as we go into the launch. So
for sure, I bet they want to be a part of it. Nice. What a compliment for you. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Plutonauts, for watching, and we will be back with more from the Galaxy of Pluto soon. Don't forget to give us a like,
Give us a share and subscribe.